Ladies and gentlemen of the Council of the Wise, my name is Trollumbo the Wise and welcome to this video! Well, the third video in this series I call 12 Days of Hate. Well, it's 12 days to vent about every fucking stupid thing that there is, so that you can start your Christmas happy or something? Yeah, the 12 days of Christmas. No, not the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 days before Christmas, you vent and you get every shit out of your system so you can have a very merry fucking Christmas. And yeah, this video will also have a topic, obviously. What will it be? Well, you'll see after the fucking intro. Okay, you know what really sucks? What's a fucking pile of shit? Mainstream music. Well, not that it automatically is that. It's not like the definition of mainstream music is that it's shit. No. Most fucking mainstream music these days, especially, is fucking shit. It's the fucking same formula that it has always been. Like, music changes and changes apparently, but actually it's the fucking same thing. They just changed, like, the voices. That's what they changed. The type of voices. Yeah. And if you don't know anything about music theory, voices are actually basically come down to the instruments. To keep it really simple. So, what they changed, like, the voices, so you have, like, what is it, like the 1-5-4-6 or 1-5-6-4? I don't know what it. I don't write popular music, so I don't know. I have forgotten the fucking 4-chord progression, but a lot of songs have used and still use that fucking progression. So, well, in some ways, some of the songs have also used like a 3-chord progression, which is like 1-5-4, that kind of stuff. That's something that has been there along, like when you have like the 12-bar shuffle in blues, but. That's not really annoying, because you know what? There was still feeling in that fucking music. Even if the music was kind of simple. That's what you have with punk. If you listen to punk music, it's like, well, this sounds like it could be simple shit, but then again, there's a fucking message in the song. That's at least something. There's feeling in the way they play the guitars. What is it now? Well, there's a fucking, and I don't blame the sound engineers, it's mostly the fucking douchebags that wanted to sound that way, or the fucking lazy musicians that only want to like play their thing once, like, okay, we're gonna play the chorus once and then we're gonna copy it. Yeah, okay. To some extent I couldn't even understand that if you wanna make a good song or something that you just copy it, but why not add something like the next time or whatever? No, basically, it's too fucking repetitive. It's fucking pure shit. Well, and then you get like those fucking shit fuckers like Justin Bieber and those fucking morons. I have never gotten why that shit gets so popular. It's like basically the fucking horny fangirls starting to fingering themselves because they see that fucking pile of shit moron appearing. Is that what it is? Is that what music boils down to now? Like some kind of mating ritual? Really? Is that what it is now? Like, oh, look at me, I'm so sexy. Oh yeah, that's what fucking music is about, you fucking dumbass. So yeah, what you get is a pile of shit music, and also you get a fucking pile of lazy you get a fucking pile of lazy musicians as well. Like the fucking idiots that have like the mentality like, oh, I'm just gonna play this stupid bass line or something, and then we're gonna place it in the song. Yeah, let the sound engineers do all the work. That's probably what it comes down to most of the times now. Like, musicians these days don't do a fucking lot. Now, most of the work is probably done by the sound engineers, the people in the studio, and then there's probably people who are like complaining about, why does it take so long? Can you redo this? Why does it have to be so expensive? Because those people have to do all your fucking work for you now. Because you can't sing for shit. Because you can't play your fucking instrument. Because you can do any fucking thing. That's why those people have a lot of work. And why you have to pay those people, well, more, because they have to do a lot more work than they would if you would just have, well, created a clear-cut song where they just have to play around with the audio levels and basically don't have to do much about it. Here's the thing that also, there's some kind of weird search for perfection or whatever, they think it's perfection, like where everything is, like I said earlier, has to be the same, like this chorus has to be the same as the previous one. And then, like, the chords that are played underneath, like, every verse have to sound exactly the same every time. And then the singer has to be pitch perfect. No, they don't have to be pitch perfect. It's those fucking minor imperfections that make music good. Perfection sounds like shit. Perfection sounds predictable as fuckballs. Yes, if you have something that's really, like, considered perfect, I don't know why it's perfect, it's simple and catchy and that kind of stuff, and, well, it's pitch perfect because there's some auto-tune stuff going on. That doesn't make, well, I wouldn't even describe that as perfect now. It's just shit. Meaningless, like, emotionless shit. And I don't know, there's a weird type of emotional singing that comes around now, because you could put emotion in your singing, that's something we need, and well, autotune would kind of wreck that, so let's just try singing and don't auto-tuning it. Yeah, I don't know, singing doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be spot on key, even if you don't use autotune and you have a singer that's always like pitch perfect, it sounds worse than somebody that has minor imperfections. And I'm saying minor because there is a certain tolerance for these imperfections. And if there are some imperfections and they are within the tolerance, then it will just not ruin the song or wreck the song. It will add fucking emotion to the song. Really, it will. And the thing that really annoys me as well is you have to get your timing somewhat right, but there's some lenience there as well. What really annoys me, if you have like a melody and you have singers following that, some singers follow the melody too fucking precisely without having any deviation or like adding some harmony to it at some point in their fucking in that fucking melody. What a lot of them do is just sing along with it like exactly how it's going, and they also do the timing exactly how the song goes, like this, like really chopped up like a robot. That fucking sucks. And it wouldn't really surprise me if that isn't them singing it exactly like it is, but if that was them asking the sound engineers, like bugging them to change that, to like, oh no, it has to be spot on there. No, that sounds like shit. It fucking sounds like shit. If it's spot on the timing, and there's no, I don't know, it's hard to explain this in English, but if you want to like go from one note to another like in a really smooth way instead of doing it like a robot, then well, maybe then having like perfect timing would be a great thing, but it's hard to tell now because, well, older songs had some lenience with that. They didn't have the perfect timing, they didn't follow the melody entirely, they sometimes added some harmonies to that. It's, yeah, and they had some imperfections there. There were imperfections on guitar and that kind of stuff. All those things. And that made for good music, that made for really emotional music sometimes. It brought your point across because it was not like, whoa, my god, I'm listening to something that's, I don't know, completely made in post almost. Yeah. So basically what I'm saying here is, if you're a singer, then try and work so you can sing. Well, maybe pick up an instrument because, I don't know, the voice isn't really an instrument. It's something that adds to the song. It's like where you have like a narrator when a story is happening. That's what a singer does most of the time. Yeah. Except when you have like background vocals. Those are more like mixed into the music themselves, though, not like yeah. You can picture music. Music has to be like some kind of scenery like that you lay upon people, like a story that's almost the auditive equivalent of seeing a story unfold before you, like in a movie. Then what does the singer do? He's kind of like the narrator. He brings that pile of emotions that you get there. Normally, if your song is good, because most songs these days just go through one emotion or something, or they go from this emotion and end like in that, or they go from this emotion, go to that, and then just go back to that. Well, you've had songs that were like entire movies that go through an entire story, like in their 10-minute time span if they're like longer songs. You have like songs that do that in 5 minutes. You have songs that have like an entire story interweaving in like 5 fucking minutes. And then you have those assholes that take up like 2 minutes of your time with the same old shit that's basically the same, and that they're talking about, oh, money, And bitches and fucking and drugs and what the fuck? Nobody gives a fuck about that. Well, if you want money and bitches and drugs, I hope you get a fucking STD, you fucking get an overdose, you fucking put heroin inside your cock so that it explodes and your jizz flies all over this place. I don't give a fuck about your shitty lifestyle. Fuck you. This has been Trollumbo the Wise. I guess I'm fucking off again. Well, fuck off, people.